Welcome back to Picture Stories. It is now the month of May 2025, and I've started my racing season off to a good start, winning the first California State qualifier at Manteca BMX here in Northern California. Tonight's episode will be a little bit quick. I'm kind of getting down to the bare minimum of my wall collage, and I'm just going to go through some of the particulars, even though there'll be more on the wall, but I don't really feel it has much significance. So bear with me, and we'll shoot through it, and I'll try to remember what I can from the pictures that have been on the wall or in a shoebox for 31 years. So it's all about flashback. But I'm looking forward to moving ahead in 2025, starting off once again with like the California State qualifier, and start posting pictures of now instead of then. We've all lived in our past far too long. So we're going to start off tonight, I guess right here, we'll just go with what it is. I won this motorcycle, NBL Pro Series 1993. This is an XR 250, and that was one of the prizes for one of the Pro Series races. I'm one of those weird guys that kind of collects everything. Here's a collection of driver's licenses. So, just some simple things like that. People that say, oh yeah, Tanette always works out or whatever. Well, anyway, this picture says a lot. This is a Polaroid from 1987. So this is when I was still living at my parents' house. So that gives you a little bit. The 172 represents my body weight. And then we move up, and I got into kickboxing for a while. That was more in late 2000s. And here's a 1985 picture, Boss Racing. And I'll just go through how they come up. Olympic Training Center, San Diego. And we'll move up. Velodrome, when I was racing track bikes. This is in my mother's home. This looks like it says 2010. I'm riding rollers in my mom's family room. So anyway, here's one of my MCS bikes, Terry Tanette model. Way back. This is, I don't know what year it was. This could be an 89 or it could be a 94. And we move up. This is when I was riding for Jeep Ross. Ross didn't produce, obviously, a competitive BMX frame, just like Huffy and all the other companies back in the day. So I used my MCS with Ross bicycle stickers. And if you look close, that's Christophe Levesque, Craig Reynolds, and the Foster brothers. And this was Ohio. Looks like it says 1996, and I know that I won. So this was me winning one of my last AA races. I hate to admit it, but against the top guys like Christophe Levesque and once again the Foster brothers that were now the new guys to beat, in the class. We're moving on to 1988, Texas. And funny how I say Texas, but there's Todd Slavic, foot out. Not sure who the other riders are. There's myself on the inside MCS, and there's Sean, Texas, foot out, riding for a company called White Bear. So that's the significance of that. So this was a Texas National. I believe the track was called Cowtown. And as you see, it says 1988. And here we're going to go 1995 MBO Grands. If you look real close, everyone's behind me. This was a semi. It's somewhere on, I think you can find it on YouTube. 95 MBO Grands semi or something. So anyway, there's some stuff. Here's Charles Townsend when he rode for free agent. He landed on top of me. I'm on Boss. This was Sumner, Washington outdoor track. The Powerlight riders, Jeff Donnell. So I'm not sure who the other guy is. But yeah, that's Charles Townsend laying on top of Terry Tanette, 1985. 17 and over expert, I'm pretty sure what the category was back then. Things falling off. And here we are, Rockford, Illinois, when BMX had mud races. So 1983, local school. The local school, as most of us grew up, you always had the local jump. So that was our local jump at the high school. And there's a 1986 Boss, 177 cranks. My trophy room at my parents' house. Palo Alto, California. Here's San Jose, 1978. There's me with the yellow ProTech helmet. Looks like I got a full gate and 11 expert or whatever. Yeah, it should have been 11 expert back then. And then we go to Moffett Field, Mountain View, California, 1984. Me on the outside, number 11. We drop down Woodward, Pennsylvania, East Coast, hanging out with some of the camper kids. So the kids come in for 1 week, you train them, and then you get another group of kids the next week. So looks like it was 1992. And this one down here, this is a Christmas, and I got my first skateboard. Can't really see it. I mean, I know what it is, but yeah. So anyway, got my first skateboard. So all right, that's about it for this picture board. We can back out so you can kind of see where everything kind of came into perspective in terms of the picture board. And we'll just stop right there. So anyway, we'll hit the other side another day. So anyway, we got a little bit to go, as you see. There we go, a little preview, and we'll do that next time. All right, thanks for chiming in. Picture Stories 2025. Cheers.